Alright guys, sorry for the poor lighting here. Shelby does these things, I think she calls it like a boo basket or something like that. It's basically like a Halloween basket, you know, you just get some things that the person likes or whatever. I told her, no, let's not do them this year because, you know, I'm laid off work right now, but I think she's still gonna end up doing it because I know she's doing one for her sister, and I spotted a second basket too, and she's like, oh, I just got these two because I didn't know which one I like better, and I'm like, so instead of doing one for her, I think I'm gonna build her, well, not build, but make her one of these like Halloween candles. Basically, you take like a dish and you melt a candle down, or a couple candles. You can even combine scents, you know, kind of do like your own. Sorry for the lighting is so bad. You can even like combine, you know, different scents to make like a new scent or whatever. But you melt them down, and then you like position the little mini skeleton in the bowl to make it look like he's like, you know, bathing. Well, I mean, this particular one, like, it looks like he's like sitting in a bathtub or whatever. But another one I saw was like, you just take the skeleton apart, like from the, you know, like the ribs down, and you like put that part in the back of the candle, and then on the sides you can put the arms coming out, and then like on the front of it or whatever, you know, have the legs hanging over. And then, you know, you put the wicks in there, and then you pour the wax in it. And I was like, that would be, you know, really cool. Plus, if she doesn't burn, you know, of course you can burn it, but, you know, if you don't burn it, it'd be like a permanent kind of Halloween decoration, which I think I think Halloween and Christmas are probably her favorite holidays, and we don't have like a ton of Halloween decorations. I think I'm gonna make her that, so I'm gonna head to the store. I was gonna go to Walmart and get it all, but on the Walmart app, they're saying they're sold out of everything I want. But I might stop there because it's the closest, but if they're out, I will probably go, or I might go to both, because I feel like I could go to the dollar store and get some really cool dishes. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, is go to Walmart, check for the skeletons. I keep saying I wanted to say skulls. Let's go see what they got. Get a pack of these. Might be able to do like some mini ones or something. That would be cool. First skeletons I've actually found, and they don't even have plain ones, but I can take those off. So these are the only clear dishes I can find. Pyrex, which is expensive. So like $8 for this one. This one's too small. Or $10 for this 2-pack. But I don't need 2 of them. Okay, spent a lot more than I anticipated, but got a lot more as well. So this is literally the only skeleton that I could find. Like, that's literally it. And this one's got wings on it, but luckily they just got 2 Phillips screws on them, so I can pop those off. And then I have a normal skeleton. I feel like I should have grabbed another one, but oh well. So for the big candle, don't mind our mess in the kitchen. I got this giant Pyrex dish. It just kind of seemed to fit this giant skeleton a little bit better. Like, even still, I feel like it's gonna be pretty big, but you know, I feel like it'll be a little bit cooler. So I had to get that at Meijer. Our dollar store sucks. The only thing I got there were, well, anyways, back to this. So I got these. I don't know if I'm gonna even use these, but I figure they're cool. You know, maybe make like some little small ones for the side. As for scent, like I said, I don't really think she's gonna burn these. So, if she did, I don't know if I would use these because I don't know if these are good to like actually burn, because these are like the wax cubes that you put in the melt, you know, the melter thing. So it just melts. It doesn't actually like burn. But I got this one and this one, both kind of like for us holiday-ish scents, you know, especially this one. And then from the dollar store, I got 2 packs of these mini ones. These, I think I'm gonna make, you know, a couple small ones, and obviously I'll take this string off, but you know, make some small ones in here, just maybe like 2 of each or something like that. But all the stuff from the dollar store is $1.25, so I got, you know, some extras. So I got 2 of those. Candle wise, I hope I got enough. I don't know if I did, and I'm not being sarcastic because it looks like a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 5 white ones, and then I got a red one. And I thought like, oh cool, maybe the red would be cool like in one of the black ones. But then I was also thinking too, the red one might be cool with the big one. I could like maybe splatter some like in the top and almost make it look like, you know, blood or something. I don't know. But then also for these little ones, I don't know if these will be cool. They're just witches' hats. And then I got the literal only skeleton I could find that wasn't at Meijer is this one. I think, is it glow in the dark? Let me see. Let me hold it up here. You know, it's dollar store glow in the dark. So I got those. Don't know if I'm gonna use these because these are like really cheap, but I mean these are cool, you know, hung up somewhere, so she'll definitely love them either way. But that's everything I got. So right off the bat, I'm gonna get these in a pot of some boiling water to start melting them down. And I wanted this to be black, but I don't think I have black spray paint, and it's way too cold outside for me to be painting right now anyways. So unfortunately it's gonna be clear. Alright, so I got the candles in the, almost in the oven. I've got them in a pot. We don't have a super tall pot, so unfortunately I don't know if they're gonna melt. But took my glue gun here, and the thing about doing a clear one is, you know, normally I would have just shot some glue, you know, up the back right here where it's against this, but you're kind of gonna see, well, you're not gonna see that now because it's gonna fill in with wax, but if there was glue against the glass, the glue was gonna show, which I guess wouldn't have been a big deal because you're not gonna look at it backwards anyways. But as you can tell, it's like super flimsy like this. I'm hoping it's just because that glue's not like, or like it's, you know, still kind of warm. Okay, so this one has been a pain, man. This guy wants to fall over at any given time because, you know, his arms are dangling back there. But the legs, I guess I probably could have honestly left them attached, but I think it's better to have them like this, you know, so they have more, I feel like they're more stable. You know, it's not going to be putting any more pressure on this thing, which is already not super tight. Obviously, once the wax gets in here, this thing is going to be perfectly fine. This glue gun just gets really hot, so, you know, I had to sit here and hold this stuff for like a solid probably 2 minutes, and I was kind of blowing on it to kind of help it out. But these legs don't bend. I kind of wish they did because it would be cool if I could have them like dangling over, but, you know, oh well, no big deal. Okay, just like I thought, it wasn't enough. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got the 5 white ones poured into the big Pyrex bowl, and in each one I used like, well, I thought I used 2 each, but apparently I didn't. But most of them got 2 wax cubes. But here's what I was saying so far. So here's how it looks. With my legs, like with them being like that, like I should have put them farther out. Or if they were ones that bent, like they would really only be like down here and then bent right over. So you'd have like all this middle space would be free. So my wicks, I did one right here, one right here. That middle thing right there just fell in there. So I wasn't worried about it. But yeah, you can see the wax is going to be like a tannish color. And I mean, it's pretty deep, but I'd like it to be deeper. So yeah, that's where we're at. And, you know, I made a mess. This is that pot that I was talking about, just like one that you would make, you know, like a box of shells and cheese in. You see I have wax everywhere. Okay, one pro of doing this is that your house smells amazing. I don't know if that's, I think the candles I got were just plain, yeah, the white ones were plain white. The red one had a scent to it. I don't know what it was, but it's kind of like a fruity-ish scent. Those wax melts, man, they're strong when you melt them quickly and you melt a whole pack of them. So I ended up only having enough red to do the one black pumpkin, which it actually looks awesome now. And then I ended up using the orange wax melts, which I already threw the box away, but they were like the pumpkin something or other. But these ones, I melted all of them, and I ended up having more than enough to fill up another pumpkin. That one is still drying, but the red one, I'll just show you. I gotta clean my hands up real quick. So here is, this one actually, it ended up drying white, which is really crazy because you guys saw that liquid. It was like brownish tan. As for the blood, it came out cooler than I thought, but right here it looks kind of funky, but also it's still got to dry because this stuff was hot. So like it was like pure liquid. So I think it looks cool. It's kind of like on his ribs there and drips down a little bit. Just kind of like a messy glob, not like just a little tiny chunk of red or something. But check out the red one back here. That came out sweet. So I got to trim the wick, obviously. And I wish the skeleton head had a little bit more detail, but I like it. I think it looks cool. And then the orange one, that's probably going to dry orange, I would assume, obviously. And, like a matte orange. But it'll look cool as well. Same thing, just different color. But man, they smell so good. So, as you can see, we're all done here. The orange actually looks really cool because it has kind of like almost like a milky texture to it. And then the red is pretty solid. Obviously just like solid red. The big one is super cool. So the only thing I don't like about it is if you look at the red, I kind of poured it in like different stages, if you will. And it basically kind of like, when I would pour the new one, like on top of the old one, it would like solidify on top of it. And it kind of looks like it's separated. So I wish I could have that kind of like blend it all in together, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, it just didn't really work out like that. But I do love how it's just kind of like splattered in there, in a sense. Like it's not just, one little clean patch. It looks pretty cool. And they smell awesome. Like I said, I don't know that I would recommend burning them. I actually probably wouldn't in my case, but try at your own risk, if you will. And, or, do at your own risk. Or, whatever they say, do not try this at home. But it was fun. Definitely doing it once. Like, it's a learning curve. And, there's some stuff I would do different now, which is like get a smaller one for the big one. Maybe one that's not so deep. And get a couple of the big skulls and just do the big skeletons. And do some of the big ones. The little ones are cool, though. It'll be cool for, like, the, end tables or coffee table or something like that. So, I like it all. Not an expensive project, but not as simple as I thought it would be either. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Definitely leave a thumbs up if you would, I'd appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one.